Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a little bit of a story time video, and I'm also going to be introducing you to the newest member of my family, my brand new car. Woo! You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. So my 4-year lease on my old, I can't say old because it wasn't really that old. Okay, it was a 2015 Audi A3. I leased it. I knew that was gonna happen. I saw a dog walking by and I knew Frank was gonna flip out. Are you done? Okay, we're done. So back in 2015, my life was very, very different from what it is today. I think this is when I really hit rock bottom in my life. My father passed away, I dropped out of college, I moved to Los Angeles to become an actress, but ended up becoming an exotic dancer. Pretty much just your typical average run-of-the-mill girl with big dreams, moving to a big city with daddy issues and spiraling out of control and getting sucked into the toxic dump that is LA culture. I don't know. I guess during that time in my life, I had really lost sight of what's important in life, and I became a very materialistic, crappy, shitty person. I actually don't recognize that person from almost 4 years ago now. And when I look back on videos from 2015, 2014,
Hey guys, today I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a collective luxury item haul. Some of the items in this haul are luxury items.
I put on such an act to make myself look like such a sweetheart. Little did you guys know what was really going on. So this video is going to be a story time. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of my new car, but I am going to do a separate video that's just going to be my car tour video. But this is going to be about my old car and how I got it, even though I was broke, as a joke. I think at one point during this really, really dark period in my life when I was dancing and partying a lot, I had maybe like $20, $30 in my checking account, and I had one of my girlfriends from Minnesota coming out to visit me, and I literally had no money to like host her at my apartment or take her to any cool places in LA. And I distinctly remember with my $30 in my checking account going to the liquor store and buying a bottle of champagne with my last available funds. That was really, really irresponsible. And I felt like I could do these sorts of things because during this point in time, I had met a man who was somewhat slightly financially supporting me. I was very much so in love with this man, but I had gotten comfortable with the fact that he would give me money whenever I needed it, and he was relatively wealthy, so I accepted this flow of income from this man. Now, unbeknownst to me, this man also was married, and eventually I found out and things blew up and we ended our relationship, and so that stream of money also ended. I think that this was a good thing because I have always been an independent and self-sufficient woman. I don't like relying on others, but for whatever reason during this period of time, I got really, really comfortable with the idea of a man taking care of me. And if that's what you like to do, and if that's how you live your life, that's totally fine. But for me, I don't think it had a positive effect at all. I feel like it made me a really lazy and unappreciative person because I was just so used to getting things for free all the time. Well, I also remember at this point in time, my cash flow from work had slowed down. I had broken up with this guy, and my older vehicle, which I had, was giving me some problems, and I needed to get a new car, and I didn't know how I was going to go about doing that in a short period of time. I had no savings, nothing. So I decided as my last ditch effort to get some money from my sugar daddy, I decided to call him and explain to him the situation and tell him that I just needed a down payment on a lease or to finance a vehicle, and that if he did that, I would forever leave him alone and forgive him and move on from the whole entire situation between the both of us. He told me he was gonna think about it because at this point his wife had found out about our illicit affair. And so he called me back a few days later and he said that he was going to give me some money towards a down payment on the car. I went to the dealership the following day. I got approved for the car, and from that point forward, I would be making the payments myself. And after that, I told him that all was forgiven. I felt like even though I was kind of screwed over this situation, at least I walked away from it with a car. Like, that's awful. But But I mean, I guess at that point in time, what I was thinking was, okay, well, I was in love with this guy. He lied to me, he tricked me, he fooled me, and he gets off scotch-free. He gets to move on from this, and he has his wife and his life with her. And I am the dumbass who introduced this guy to my entire family and my group of friends, and now all of a sudden, I'm just out in the cold. So I thought that maybe the car would be like a consolation prize for him screwing me over. And the car was good to me. A couple months after I got the car, I got into that car and I drove across the country back to the East Coast where I started my new life, and I vowed to never ever be in a situation like that. And that's when I really started working hard on my YouTube channel, earning my own money and getting a sustainable source of income. 4 years later, and here I am with my brand new Porsche. I paid for it all on my own. I financed it on my own. It feels good to be able to do something without the help of anybody else. And a lot of people will say that this car was excessive, or they'll have shit to say about my financial situation. Honestly, it's nobody's business, so go ahead and throw your uninformed assumptions into the comments section. All I can say is that I'm very, very happy, and I'm not saying that a car is going to solve your life problems or is going to make you happy. I also want to throw in a quick thank you to Porsche of Fairfield, Connecticut. They're seriously such an awesome dealership. They worked really hard with me to get me approved, and they made every step of the buying process really, really simple. Also, they have a really cool coffee machine, and like, I'm pretty sure I ate all of their fruit snacks while I was there. Sorry about that, guys, but if you guys are in the Connecticut or tri-state area and are looking to buy a new or used Porsche, I would definitely recommend this dealership. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Click the thumbs up if you want a car tour, and also make sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking on my face because that makes you cool, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!